Hi, you may be surprised, but most collagen creams don't produce any collagen. They may hydrate, make your skin look smoother, but they do not induce fibroblasts to produce new collagen. They either don't have any actives or have actives in such low amounts that they make no difference whatsoever. I'm Dr. Morgana Colombo, board certified dermatologist, founder of Vidaderma, and I am here to break down collagen science to you. I'm going to talk about what ingredients actually induce collagen formation and what collagen science looks like in the future. So collagen, together with elastin, forms fibrils in your dermis, which give your skin firmness, keep it lifted, elastic. Unfortunately, as we age, we start losing some of that collagen. Starting in your 20s, you lose 1% per year. However, the situation gets really bad once you hit menopause. In the first 5 years of menopause, you lose 30% collagen. So that really makes a difference on your skin. After all that collagen loss, your skin will look weaker, thinner, saggy, and so people are usually not happy with that. Putting collagen on top of your skin makes no difference. It doesn't promote collagen. So your goal is to activate collagen production from within. So only a few ingredients actually have data saying that they promote collagen formation. Those are your retinoids, vitamin C, and peptides. There's very little data, but more, accumulating data on exosomes, and then also on phytoestrogens and growth factors. So let's talk about peptides. So peptides are small chains of amino acids, which are the little components of proteins, but just little pieces of that. And they're little messengers that tell your skin to repair and rebuild. They get into the cell and activate DNA to promote collagen, decrease collagen degradation, and other functions. So there are different families of peptides. The most common ones are the signal peptides, the carrier peptides, neurotransmitter peptides, and then the enzyme inhibitor peptides. The signal peptides, a popular one being matrixyl 3000, they are little fragments that lead to collagen production typically. They're little fragments of the actual collagen molecule and that stimulate the gene to produce more collagen. So really interesting technology. The carrier peptides, they are peptides that attach to certain molecules. They're really important for certain cell functions. There's one called JQ copper that's important in copper function, which seems to be important in wound healing, tissue repair, matrix regeneration, and hence collagen formation. You also have your neurotransmitter peptides such as arginine, which have like a Botox-like effect on the skin. They decrease contraction of certain muscles that lead to wrinkles and things like that. And then you have also, like I said, the enzyme inhibitor peptides that basically decrease the activity of enzymes that degrade collagen, such as metalloproteases. So interesting. So they, instead of producing collagen, they decrease the degradation of collagen. So our line Vidaderma is very cutting edge when it comes to all the new peptides in the market, and the best ones and the proven tested ones. All our peptide products have matrixyl 3000 to promote collagen. And that's our plumper serum, which has matrixyl 3000, and all the other ones with peptides. So our eye refresher has the matrixyl, but it also has argireline for that Botox-like effect. And it also has this other interesting peptide called acetotetrapeptide 5, which is good for puffiness. It's an anti-puffiness peptide. Our age eraser has the matrixyl 3000, and it has two other peptides. It has one called acetohexapeptide 37, and that one is good for hydration. And it also has another one called oligopeptide 68, which is good for like brightness, decreases discoloration. So those are some of the peptides we use in our products. Peptides are great, but they're not perfect. There's a lot of room for improvement in the future. So as it is now, a lot of the molecules are large. They are water-loving molecules. Our barrier is all made of lipids, and the space for them to penetrate is small. So a lot of times peptides have a difficulty getting through the skin barrier. So a lot of them are paired with fatty acid tails to allow better penetration. But we still, have a lot of room to improve, absorption and penetration of peptides. The other issue with peptides is that they get degraded pretty quickly on the skin. So products with peptides have to be used often in order to produce results. So in the future, hopefully you can come up with ways to make peptides more stable so we don't have to use products as much. The next key ingredient for collagen stimulation is, of course, the retinols. Those are the most proven ingredients. They accelerate cell turnover and stimulate fibroblast production of collagen. They've been around for a long time, proven ingredient. The issue with the retinols is irritation. So our Vidaderma product is great because it has a retinol derivative that is very gentle, does not irritate, but yet has the potent retinol effects that we're looking for. The other ingredient that we can't not talk about is vitamin C. So vitamin C is a cofactor for collagen production. It's important in stabilization of collagen fibrils. Just like retinol, the main issue with vitamin C is that a lot of formulations are very irritating. Our vitamin C, the booster, is an ester type of vitamin C, which makes it a little bit more tolerable. In our age eraser, we have vitamin C ester in a lower concentration, so great for people that are truly sensitive. If you can't tolerate vitamin C, it's a great ingredient for boosting collagen. So I talked about all the tested ingredients to promote collagen, such as peptides, retinol, vitamin C. There are some other ingredients that I also wanted to talk about that are kind of like newer in the sense of like they're not as tested, but they can also be pretty valuable in that. So as I mentioned previously in my talks, as we age, we lose estrogen, and as estrogen goes down, a lot of collagen loss happens. So there's the idea of, topical estrogen, topical estriol or estradiol, or plant-based estrogens to promote collagen. The problem with the estradiol or estriol topical is that those are prescriptions, so you can't get them over the counter. With the plant-based ones, you can get them over the counter. So soy-based phytoestrogens such as genistein and diastein, those are ingredients that have shown to be able to promote a little bit of like fibroblast activity and collagen formation. and they can be paired in skincare. And also resveratrol is another, phytoestrogen that can promote some collagen. So those are ingredients that may be beneficial, especially to women. They're going through their, perimenopause and postmenopausal collagen changes. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the sort of future of cosmetics when it comes to collagen stimulation, the exosomes. So the exosomes are small nano-sized vesicles that pack amino acids, RNA, lipids, all sorts of materials that are and serve as messenger molecules between different cells. They're involved in all sorts of cell functions, such as tissue repair, regeneration. When it comes to skin, they're involved in hydration, inflammation, and they're anti-inflammatory. They can lead to hair cell regeneration. So they're very interesting in that they have this biological function of promote wound healing and tissue regeneration. And in some studies, some topical formulations of exosomes have led to increased collagen, decreased wrinkles, increased brightness, increased hydration. So there's definitely something there. The problem is, one, currently the exosomes are not FDA approved at all. Specifically the human sources are, kind of frowned upon. So that's a big barrier to using them. But also the way we use them is not completely there yet. So we don't have standardized methods of purification of the exosomes and testing and quantification. So that we have to come to a better point there. Two, the exosomes are large molecules, nano-sized molecules, so they really don't penetrate easily through the small little gaps in the skin barrier. They do penetrate through appendages like hair follicles, sweat glands, but we don't know how much penetration we get that way. So at this point, we need some sort of channel created to get the exosomes to penetrate, through microneedling, lasers. So we need to work on better penetration of the exosomes. And I talked about a lot of issues related to testing stability, standardization of quantification of exosomes, and then lastly, there are all sorts of different sources of exosomes. You have plant ones, you have different kinds of human ones, you have mesenchymal stem cell ones coming from different sources. You have placental, adipose tissue, umbilical cord. So there's all sorts of different sources. We're not quite sure, platelet derived, we're not quite sure what works better than others. So so the exosomes offer a lot of hope for the future, but we still have to work a lot of issues when it comes to how to deliver them, how to standardize their production, their testing, and hopefully once we get to, and then and we also need better studies on the exosomes to make sure that they're truly safe. But they offer a little hope, not a little bit, a lot of hope when it comes to the future of skincare, collagen promotion, and elastin promotion. So as you can see, there are a few proven ingredients to promote collagen. I would say peptides, retinols, and vitamin C. There's one that probably works, the phytoestrogens, and we have the exosomes that also probably works, but we don't have just the right way to deliver it yet. So a lot of creams out there, like I mentioned before, don't have any of those ingredients or don't have them in high enough amounts in order to claim that they're promoting collagen. So be aware of that. And if you're looking for a skincare line that truly has those ingredients, check out our Vidaderma line. We have quite a few products with peptides, retinol, vitamin C, phytoestrogen coming. So all those products can really improve your skin in the future.